Hey guys, it's Beefcake again, and this particular recording I'm going to be doing an all dragon attack. This is one of the easiest attacks that you can possibly do. So, just so you guys know, it should not take very long to master this skill. There's a few things that you need to know, and once you find out those few things, it's absolutely easy to do this attack and get a 3-star every single time. The hard part about doing this attack is, number one, again, it's very costly. This is not an attack that you will use in regular game mode. If you're using this in regular game mode, it's probably because you have way too much loot and you don't have anything to upgrade and you're just bored. Other than that, this should be something that you're using specifically for war. And you shouldn't use it for every single attack in war. Most Town Hall 9s, this is not going to be the attack that you want to use. It's the air turrets are way too upgraded. The archer towers are way too upgraded. The bombs are too many and too upgraded. It's just a bad attack for a Town Hall 9 and up. But for a Town Hall 8 and down, this is cake. It will be a 3-star every single time if you know how to do it. Some major mistakes that people make, I'm going to go over those. But let's see here. I've got one that I just did, pretty easy and basic. Before we get started, just want to lay out some guidelines real quick. So, first off, a couple key points to know about a dragon attack. Dragons are very slow. They don't move very fast, obviously. And for that reason, it makes them extremely vulnerable when they're by themselves. One dragon by itself has to attack a base, has to attack a building 3, 4, 5, 6 times, whatever it is, depending on how big the base is, or the building, to eliminate that building. So it's going to take that much longer to move throughout the base. So you don't want to spread your dragons. That is a bad idea. You want them to stay together, and you want them to move fast. Also, another thing to point out, everything that can attack a dragon that actually matters, things that can actually hurt the dragon, like wizards don't do enough damage to really hurt a dragon. They have so much health, it's not going to hurt them at all. Red bombs, they're going to explode, but they do such little amounts of damage, it really doesn't hurt them at all. The only bombs that really do any effect are the black ones, the black balloons. So, again, and that only attacks one at a time. So cluster your dragons together, keep them together, rush them through together, and that way all the defenses that are attacking them, they're not going to have, a major effect on the group. They'll be attacking one singular dragon at a time, and it allows you to move super fast. It protects all the other dragons because just one or two of them are taking damage. So do not spread your dragons. It makes the attack go so much slower and makes your individual dragons that much more vulnerable. Okay? Keep them together. They're going to spread on their own, obviously. But when you first launch them, you're going to do your best to create a specific attack path for them so that they stay together. Okay? And again, when you do that, your rages, when you drop a rage spell, it's going to have a better effect because it's covering more dragons if they're close together. So, all right. So those are the key points. The main thing about the initial launch point for this attack, guys, dragons can pretty much be dropped anywhere. But to be most effective, you want to take out at least one turret, one hero, and the clan castle troops with your drop point. Now the clan castle drop point, it's not major to have to worry about that because you're going to take that out eventually anyways. The clan castle troops are negligible for this attack because, let's be honest, dragons are dragons. Whatever comes out of that clan castle, 8 to 12 dragons is going to demolish it. It doesn't matter. So don't worry about that too much. The thing you do have to worry about is if your dragons decide to fly directly into a major trap area of nothing but missile turrets just to chase after the clan castle troops. In that case, you have a problem. But, the majority of the time, it's still not going to be an issue because if they were to rush into that area, you can rage the dragons on top of it and now it's going to clean the clan castle troops out and the air turrets. So it's not a major problem as long as you're a Town Hall 8 or down. At Town Hall 9, they might have upgraded turrets to where it's a problem, but again, that's a judgment call, and you should know ahead of time in war, especially since you've scouted the base or you've scouted the bases that are in your range, and you kind of know what to expect. So in this particular case, guys, I attacked a Town Hall 10. It has 4 missile turrets and an Archer Queen. That's something you're not going to see when you use this attack in war, because you should not be doing it for Town Hall 9s and 10s. You're going to throw in some hogs. You're going to do some other things for a Town Hall 9 and up. Or if you're doing Town Hall 10s, you might even go with golems and P.E.K.K.A.s and wizards and witches and whatever. So, I mean, you might get into that whole thing as well. But this is something for a Town Hall 8, roughly, okay? So if you're in that range, this is your attack. There should only be 3 missile turrets, not 4. Now, I went ahead and did the 4 because I know that I have a lot more camp space. I have more spells to use. So to try to make this as comparable as possible for you guys, I went ahead and attacked a base that has 4 turrets and the Archer Queen, so that you can see, yes, I had more dragons than normal, that you would have, more than you would have, but at least I attacked something with a lot more defense as well, so it would be comparable, okay? So, first thing I want to do, drop point. Where do I want to launch them at? Well, I want to take out a turret. I want to take out a hero. Well, crap, I had to reload it. Okay. I guess I'm talking too much, huh? Well, so the initial launch point, we probably want to take out the majority of the turrets. If there's 2 turrets, then I want to get at least 2 of those, right? So, am I finding any place on the map here that has 2 turrets relatively close together? Absolutely, right here. Both of these turrets are relatively close. If I can sneak the dragons right here where this Barb King is that I just launched, if I can get the dragons to go in at the camps, and instead of going around the sides, if I can get them to go directly in, then I can drop a rage right here somewhere, and that rage is going to actually take out that entire area of defense. So now I've immediately attacked the defense. I'm not going to shy away from the defense, okay? When you're using dragons, you want to hit the defense hard with that initial attack with all those dragons together. Remember, they can only attack so many, things at a time, because they're shooting one thing each. An archer doesn't have splash damage. A turret does not have splash damage. It's hitting one target. So when you have as many targets as possible in one location, it gives you the advantage. So what I decided to do was go ahead and use my Barb King, which a lot of you at this level will have. I decided not to use my Archer Queen because I consider that to be cheating, since I'm trying to keep it comparable. So Barb King, put him in. I have him clear out this little area. Okay, we're going to let him do his thing really quick. Once he decides to clear out this little camp, more than likely, what I think he's going to do is chase the queen. Of course he does, so I rage him at that point. And voila. Now what have I done? I've created a pathway for the dragons. What I'm gonna do, I don't even care about the king at this point. He's a sacrificial part of this attack. Okay, so I drop the dragons. They immediately come in. They have a ton of health, so I'm not freaking out yet. Okay, so they're getting attacked a little bit, but not a big deal. Once they get together here, of course they split. That's what happens. Okay, but I'm watching the groups, and I'm trying to get both of these initial turrets relatively quick, which I do. Now, I look to the next turret. Where's the next one at? Over here. So I drop another rage. Those dragons blow through that area. So now what have I done? I've eliminated all of the actual things that are a major threat to my dragons now. Now they're just going to kind of go throughout the base. Am I going to drop another rage? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I haven't dropped my clan castle yet because I knew there were a couple hogs and I knew there was a level 2 dragon in there. So beforehand, I actually had it planned out. I was going to drop that right up here on top, and it was going to, take out that last turret. But I didn't want my hogs to get taken out before they got to the turret. So what I did was I waited until my main group of dragons got close enough and the archers in the area were shooting at the dragons. So when I dropped the clan castle, the hogs had a free and clear path to that turret to take it out. and just to make it safe, I used that last rage spell to aid that and make it fast. Okay, so now you're looking at over a minute left on the actual time clock. The replay only has 20 seconds left, but the actual time clock was over a minute at this point. And I have what, 8 dragons left? 7, 8 dragons? This wasn't even a challenge. It wasn't even close. I'm going to finish this with about 40 seconds left on the clock, and it was just absolute cake. So, again, do you want to use heal spells? No, absolutely not. Why are you healing a dragon? Do you even know how heal spells work? Do you see these kids that try to use heal spells on dragons? It's crazy. You have a turret that shoots at 200 to 300 damage per second. What are you healing? You're healing a dragon that is getting hit with something killing it just super fast. You're basically not helping it at all. It's not fast, it's slow. All it's doing is, it's allowing the dragon to sit there on probably a building way too long because it's not raged, and it's just taking damage after damage after damage, and finally the heal spell runs out. It didn't actually heal the dragon because it was just basically offsetting the damage it was taking from the turret. So it's just a waste. Your dragons have so much health. Rage those suckers. Get them moving quick. The trick to this attack is go fast through the base. Get those turrets out. The less shots they can take, the better. So, rage, 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 rage. Get them going. Okay? Drop your heals effectively. Make sure you lead your dragons. Make sure you rage them all the way through those turrets. And make sure that you know what's in your clan castle so that you can take advantage right there at that last turret. Okay? Now, in a Town Hall 8, you'll probably only have 3 turrets, I believe. I think that's the max you can have at that level. So, you shouldn't have any problem blowing through that with a max amount of dragons. It doesn't matter if it's level 1, level 2, level 3, whatever. You should have no problem. Okay? So, anyways, guys, hope this helped. If it didn't, you didn't pay attention. I'll absolutely do another couple attacks in another video if you guys want me to, but it's all going to be pretty standard. Drop your dragons, rage the crap out of them, move them fast through the base, and focus on the defense immediately. Don't put it off. Hit it first. Okay? Take it out while you have a lot of firepower. And that's all there is to it, guys. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, just leave them for me and I'll get to you. All right, thanks.